Kia ora and welcome to day 3 of the New Zealand Men's and Mixed Netball Championships here at Rodney Green Arena in Ahiriri, Napier. In this semi-final clash here for the Reserve 1 grade, we have Christchurch B up against North Harbour. We have Christchurch started off with a centre pass and fumbled the first possession, but have managed to gain it back through some early jitters for semi-finals. And we'll see if Christchurch are able to make first blood here, and no they're not. The ball thrown away there by the Christchurch wing attack. Both teams will take a little bit of time to settle in here. We've got some very experienced campaigners in this game, who you'll be looking at to obviously make their mark, but also settle the tensions and nerves as they go. North Harbour there making a slow and calculated attempt to the circle, and they draw first blood off the centre pass of Christchurch. So here we have North Harbour taking first blood here, and with the centre pass. Strong challenge there by the centre for Christchurch, implementing a strong man-on-man defence there. Great challenge in the air there by the goalkeeper for Christchurch. Somewhat shorter than the goal shooter, but got up there. And again, and a contact there by the goal shooter. He's pleading for a call from the umpire and might have thought it might have been a bit soft. However, you have to play to the umpires. And anyone that knows who I am knows I should be eating my own words. And again, Christchurch just taking a little bit of time to find their nerves here. With the amount of experienced campaigners on the team, they should be, I would say, a little bit better. However, doesn't matter if you've played for 1 day or a million years, nerves are still nerves. And again, thrown away there, misguided pass by North Harbour. Sees Christchurch again with possession. Much better approach to the circle there for Christchurch, nice and controlled. Not afraid to use the resets. And here we see the triple play there by goal attack Victor Godsmark White, former captain of the Netblacks. Is Victor taking first shot there for Christchurch. Probably wouldn't be too happy about the fact that it took them almost 3 minutes to get their first goal on the board. However, I don't think that we'll be seeing the same issue for the rest of the game. And a nice long pass in there to the goal shooter Justin Harvey, who misses his first attempt. Nice looking in there by the goal attack for North Harbour. Seeing space and feeding it through. Great pass. And we've got early ring-ins there for the Christchurch team. We see the centre moving potentially into the centre, sorry, wing defence moving into centre, and a new wing defender coming onto the court. No, in fact, we see the wing defence going to wing attack. Oh, great looking there by Christchurch, managing to pluck off a ball on the outside. That was great timing and anticipation. And again, just that final execution into the shooting circle for Christchurch, letting them down a lot here at the moment. I'm pretty certain that their coach will be more than happy to see that change and a bit more accuracy into the circle. There we have North Harbour taking their third goal for the match, up 3-1 with a Christchurch pass. Great defensive work off the centre pass here for North Harbour. Christchurch just taking their time to really get into their flow. again. Harbour applying a lot of pressure, causing lots of turnovers early. I'm sure they'll be hoping to see a bit more success with their turnovers and getting them to post. A bit of a fumble there by the goal attack for North Harbour, but manages to regain control and puts it through. So that puts North Harbour up 4-1 in this first quarter of the semi-final here at the New Zealand Men's Netball Nationals here in Napier. Great long range shot there by the goal attack. Great confidence for the first quarter. 4 minutes to go in this first quarter, with Christchurch taking the long pass in, and whilst under a lot of pressure there for the goal shooter, puts it through the hoop, sees Christchurch on the board with the second goal. Well done. Great work there on the goal shooter. Just lost his balance here, but managed to maintain control and get the ball back to his own player. And another one there for North Harbour. Timely goal there for Christchurch. They really need to keep this scoreboard ticking over just in these early stages to make sure they keep in reach of North Harbour. They wouldn't want to let it go out too far. And just ball placement for them at the moment would see, I think, a lot more greater results. An unexpected turnover there, I think, from North Harbour. The wing attack there getting called for the contact as Christchurch make their way down the court. Great baseline drive there by the goal shooter for Christchurch, and puts it away. So they're edging it back here, nice and slowly here, Christchurch. Great control there by wing defence. Sorry, wing attack. Strong contest there for the wing defender. Offside contact call, and a little bit of ill-discipline there by the goal defence for Harbour. Just pulled into a little bit of trickiness there by the goal shooter. Anyway, so Christchurch need another goal. Sees them down by 1 in the later stages of this first quarter. And here we see another substitution there for North Harbour as their wing defender goes to the bench. Great lean by the goalkeeper and a beautiful shot there from the goal shooter, proving that he's not just an under-hoop sensation, that he can go out long. Great drive there around the circle there by Christchurch, and the shot there. Great deflection there by the goal defence of Christchurch. Harbour taking their time with the centre part with the throw in, and great long pass into their shooter. So 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Both teams taking a little bit of time to warm up, but they're getting there. And it's a nice offload there by Christchurch. Roughly 20 seconds to go in this quarter, first quarter, with North Harbour with possession. And there we have the first quarter here of this semi-final for the Reserve 1 grade here at the New Zealand Men's Netball Nationals at Rodney Green Arena in Napier. We have North Harbour 2 up by 1 against Christchurch, 8-7. Both teams will be wanting to make sure that they come out of the blocks in that second quarter, firing a little bit more than what they have to, but stay tuned and find out. Welcome back for the second quarter of this Reserve 1's semi-final here at the New Zealand Men's Netball Nationals at Rodney Green Arena in Napier. We have Christchurch B up against North Harbour 2. North Harbour with the solitary goal lead up against Christchurch, and Christchurch taking the centre pass here. It's a very strong challenge there by goalkeeper Hilly. Drawing the contact by the umpire. And a missed shot there by Christchurch. But regained the rebound and now leading the scores. Now both teams, I'm sure, would have not necessarily been too happy about their starts. I'm sure that they would have liked to have seen a bit more points on the board. And Christchurch in particular probably not too necessarily happy with their start. However, both teams seem to have dusted off the cobwebs there, so to speak, and are starting out with a bit more pace. A bit of confusion there on court, however, the call is taken back. We've got a contact call on North Harbour and Christchurch make their way down the court. And there we see Christchurch, just with scoring their turnovers, have found themselves back in the front. Yes. Goal attack there, Victor Gosmark White pleading for the call. However, this is a semi-final game and just needs to get on. It's a great challenge there by North Harbour to get a deflection. And they find themselves down the court in relatively ease. And a beautiful finish there by Harbour goal attack. Sees the scores back at 9 apiece. Absolutely beautiful pass there by Ryan Grinner. absolutely threaded the pass there, showing a lot of his experience there with a pass like that. Ryan, of course, being part of the North Harbour A team that have previously won the A-grade national title here at New Zealand Men's Nationals. So he's no stranger to the pressures of semi-finals at all. Nice triangle work there by Christchurch just to get it in and through the hoop. We have a tactical time here for North Harbour, making a couple of changes in the defensive end. Just a little bit overzealous with the defensive work there from the centre for Christchurch. Gets called out. Nicely finished off here by Harbour. Yeah, great defensive work there by North Harbour. The Christchurch attackers, they're just really struggling to get off the line thanks to the pressure that these new defenders that are on court have provided. Sees them get a turnover and a bit of a wayward pass, unfortunately unable to score their turnover. Yeah, just ball placement there at the moment, I think, for the Christchurch team. Centre Sam Smith just needs to put the ball away from the hands of the defenders. Nice piece of play there by Dr. Gossamer White. And finished there by goal shooter Justin Harvey. Now this Christchurch team has quite a lot of experience in there, so 3 players on the team have been part of the former Christchurch/Canterbury A team who went through many years winning the A-grade title here in Men's Internationals. So at some point I think that you'll see the experience of those players really shine. However, you cannot underestimate the youth and the talent of this North Harbour team and what they will bring. So just a nice balancing of scores there. Christchurch just pulling it back in, and a beautiful long pass from Ryan into the goal shooter. Bit of a men's netball specialty, sending it straight into the goal shooter. Contact on the keeper, Pilly, outside. Pilly also part of a very successful North Harbour A team who have gone through and won multiple A-grade titles here at the New Zealand Men's Netball Championships. Here we have another tactical change there. Pilly finds himself to the bench. We have a replacement on court. So we'll see what kind of pressure this new player can have. Absolutely fantastic piece of work there. Beautiful, beautiful show of individual skills and talent just to be off balance and get the ball through the hoop still. Yeah, again, misguided pass there, lucky to regain possession. And again, Sam Smith just guilty of being a little bit casual with his passes there. Again, placement just not good. Great defensive work there by Graham Mitty of Christchurch. Goal attack for Harbour stepped in and he held his ground. And again, ball placement for this Christchurch team is going to wreak havoc with them if they don't sort it out quickly. Harbour managing to undo all of the good work that Christchurch have done to gain position back to score, seeing a 2-goal lead. Unlucky. Third time wasn't quite so lucky for Harbour with those long passes into shooter. Let's see if Christchurch are able to turn over and score from this position. And they've done well. They've maintained the possession with the centre pass. Scoring this would see the scores back up and even. So Christchurch making the most of all of their position that they've had for the last couple of minutes. And unfortunately a breaking call, bit of a coach killer there for North Harbour. Great defensive work there by North Harbour again, just really putting Christchurch under all sorts of problems. However, losing position again. It's a bit of a to and fro game, this one so far, Whānau. And a contact call there for the goal defence. Just seeking clarification there from the umpire. And Christchurch scored the goal with the possession. So an opportunity here for Christchurch to not only take the lead but actually see if they can throw the ball away. Sorry, I was going to say see if they can capitalise on it, but no, they can't. So we go back again and Harbour have the opportunity to square it up. Oh, great hunt there by the goal defence of Christchurch. Seemingly so far no one really wants to score a goal. And Christchurch scores. So we now have Christchurch on 17, North Harbour 15. North Harbour pass. Great 3-foot mark over there from Stephen Hill of Christchurch over North Harbour, sees the tip. And there we have time. So here we are, Whānau, it is half time of this Reserve 1 semi-final of Christchurch versus North Harbour. We have scores at 15 and Christchurch up by 2 at 17 after the first 20 minutes of this game. Anything can happen, no game of two halves, there's still plenty of game involved, so make sure that you come back for the second half of this Reserve 1 semi-final against North Harbour and Christchurch. And welcome back, whānau, to the second half of this Reserve 1 semi-final of North Harbour 2 up against Christchurch B. My name is Wilson Ruta, and we are here live from Rodney Green Arena here in Ahuriri, Napier at the New Zealand Men's Netball National Championships. We've had a close game so far, whānau, with both these teams just 2 goals in it. Long pass in there from Dallas Harima into Justin Harvey. Sees Christchurch opened up their third quarter stanza a lot more convincingly than what they were opening their last 2. And a big pass in there from North Harbour. Bit of a trademark of them so far. And we see Ryan Grimmer going from wing attack into goal attack. So I'm sure helps settle down the shooting circle. And an unfortunate miss there from North Harbour sees Christchurch gain possession and make their way down court. Great taken call there by the umpire. Sees Christchurch open up the stanza with 2 in a row, which is not ideal for Harbour, and I don't think that you'll be seeing that happen too often so much in this quarter. Both teams will come out with a bit of fire in their belly. As I predict a close game here. Nice cheeky offload there from the goal attack. As we have an injury time here for North Harbour, we have the goalkeeper unfortunately limping off. I'm not sure what happened there, but he doesn't look too comfortable at all. Might be just cramp. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. So we see North Harbour take position, and a lovely big pass into the shooter from Ryan Grinner. And there we have their first goal there for North Harbour in this last quarter. Yeah, Harbour. Just a classic example there from the wing attack of why coaches tell players not to be peg-legged and stay on 2 feet, allow more control with the pass. So let's see if North Harbour are able to capitalise on that wee error there. Unfortunately not. Great intercept there by North Harbour. Great unlucky. I don't know that commentators should be saying this, but I actually thought it might have been North Harbour's pass there. However, I'm not umpiring the game, as I so famously like to do when I'm playing. And we have the pass advanced. It looks like the umpire is making a few comments to the sideline there of North Harbour, just asking them to remain composed while they're there. And we see Christchurch out to a 5-goal lead. Strong defence out there by the wing defence for Christchurch. New wing defence brought on for Christchurch. Unfortunate miss there, but again a misguided pass sees Harbour back with possession. And Ryan Grinner looking for his first goal potentially. No, unfortunately. Unable to keep the ball in, but that was beautifully kept in by the goalkeeper there for Christchurch. Lovely deflection there by the goalkeeper for North Harbour, causing an upset, just making the shooting life for Christchurch a little bit difficult. And again, a lovely deflection there by the goalkeeper for North Harbour, really making his presence felt in that circle. Up against some pretty seasoned campaigners. Lovely split there by the goal shooter, and Harbour scores, closing the gaps there to 4 points. And there we have another tactical change for North Harbour. No, we're not a tactical change, we're just removing a bit of perspiration from the court, which is a common occurrence in men's netball. We've got 14 hard-working men on the court. There's bound to be a little bit of excess of sweat. And every now and then it just needs to be removed for player safety. And we do in fact also see a tactical change. We see a new goalkeeper come on the court for North Harbour, and we see the goal shooter make his way down the court to the defensive end. So we'll see if that is able to pay dividends for them. Lovely triangle there. And the shot. Under pressure. Goes through. North Harbour just taking their time to bring the ball down the court. Nice and controlled. Ryan Grimmer still searching for his first goal of this game. Tries to speed, yes, he's about to. So finally finds the hoop. It was a nice lead into the circle there from North Harbour. Just taking their time to be nice and controlled. And to step in for goal shoot. CC score. So it is 4 points here in between these two teams. I take it back, it's 5 points in between these two teams. And there we go, a lovely mid-range shot there for Ryan. Keeps them in here. North Harbour won't want to let Christchurch get away on them. They'll want to stay within touch. 10-minute quarters are not very long, so you want to make as much. Yeah. Just a bit of a casual pass here by the goal attack in Christchurch, sees in pop-up position. Harbour a chance to pull it back. And we are now, it's back down to 3 with North Harbour with possession. Just a touch over 2 minutes to go in this last quarter. Beautiful long pass, straight, nice and flat into the circle to goal shooter Pilly, who is traditionally a goalkeeper into the shooting circle, secures his first goal for the match. The big pass, contested by Harbour. Christchurch with possession. Let's see what they can do with it. Yeah. Pocket pass. Goalkeeper read it a mile away. And Harbour score again. Sees them 2 away. And here we have a tactical change. We see Victor going to the bench for Taragi Tipa coming on at goal attack for Christchurch. miss there by Harbour, but they keep position with the throw-in. Yeah, and that's a contact from the wing attack there. Questioning the call of Harbour, but that was a pretty cut and dry call there. Yeah, Harbour. Great defensive work there by North Harbour, creating doubt in the mind of the centre. A little bit of ill-discipline there by the goalkeeper for Christchurch. Sees the shot for Ryan advanced to pretty much underneath the hoop, and a nice easy goal hit there for Harbour. Sees the scores tied up again. Christchurch won't necessarily be too happy about coughing up a pretty decent lead there. However, all kudos goes to Harbour for pulling it back. Yes, and a footwork call. Unfortunate for Tarangi, tried to do the jump in, however, and also the call is advanced. There's the umpire deemed Tarangi to be throwing the ball away, and there we have a time there called by the umpire. So just so that you know there, the umpire is going to be seeking clarification between each other about the severity of the penalty to be handed out to the goal attack for Christchurch, whether or not they both deemed that it involved a head. They don't deem it too severe. There's no warning being dished out. It has been advanced. It was a pretty strong challenge. And there we have the third quarter completed for the semi-final today. We have got scores all tied whānau. It is a tight match here between North Harbour 2 and Christchurch 2 in this Reserve 1 semi-final. Don't go away, it's going to be a very, very tight and fierce fourth quarter as we come back. And welcome back, whānau, to this final quarter of the Reserve 1 semi-final here at the New Zealand Men's Netball National Championships between Christchurch 2 and Harbour 2. It's a tough one, whānau. It's 23 all. Both teams are really gunning out for that final spot to compete in the grand final. My name's Wilson Rota. I will be taking you through this last quarter with hopefully some real drama, whānau. Let's see if we can get here. Harbour with the pass early, looking for hopefully a goal. And there's a contact call against the goal attack to allow North Harbour to maintain possession. We see Victor Gosback White back on the court at goal attack. And Stephen Hill also. North Harbour not bringing in any changes. And Ryan Grinner starts us off in this last quarter final with a goal, taking North Harbour out to a lead. Big pocket pass. Lovely screen there put on by Victor Gosback White. Whether or not he knew he was doing that or not, but the pass was good into Justin Harvey and scores remain tied. Great inter-shooter connection there by Ryan and Pilley. Sees position on the Suka ledge for North Harbour. And a great mid-range shot there by Ryan. Great confidence shown to be shooting that range in a semi-final in such a tight game. Again, both circles showing some really nice shooter-to-shooter play there. With neither team wanting to really concede too much of a lead so far, obviously, with it being the last quarter. All this hard work for both teams coming down to this. Each team will be searching for the scraps, no doubt. Finish off. What we're seeing here today, in this final quarter, in the both shooting circles for these teams, is just experience. The absolute experience for both teams. Pilley and Ryan in one. We've got Justin and Victor in another. Really drawing on the years of experience that they've got. Adjustments in that circle there for North Harbour. Oh, a bit of a sitter miss there, but got the rebound and secured it. And again, no one leading up here so far. Beautiful roll of the circle there by Harbour. Fantastic. So we are 3.5 minutes into this last quarter. 6.5 minutes to go for a team to be decided here to make their way to the grand final. Yeah, moving the ball around quite a lot as Christchurch in there, trying to find an easy passage in to shoot a goal. Justin Harvey, which they finally do. Can be a bit scary sometimes playing the ball around too much. You can lose position. However, they didn't, and they maintain even scores. Oh, great deception there. Sent the goalkeeper hunting for something on the circle edge, and the goal shooter was right there. Again, both these shooting circles, Whānau, are showing every ounce of experience that they've got. Beautiful work there by the wing defence centre for Harbour. Beautiful work there. Christchurch sent it to the pocket. They were up for the challenge, and here they have the opportunity to take one up on Christchurch in this last quarter. And they do, Whānau. So North Harbour take a 2-goal lead with 5 minutes to go in this last quarter with the centre pass, with the ability to take it up to 3. Christchurch will be wanting to stop that. Been doing everything that they can to try and stem that scoreline. Pili didn't want to take the shot, even though he's pretty much absolutely underneath it, but gave it off, and there we have it. What could have been there for North Harbour if Pili beat for the shot? We'll never know, because Christchurch got the rebound and they are making their way down the court. Ball swung there. Oh, sighted there from the centre. Nice work there by Harbour to come out having a look. Missed opportunity for Christchurch for an easy goal. However, they maintain possession, so that's the main thing. Lovely screen and put on there by Victor into the shooting circle for Christchurch, and they claw one back. So just 1 point in it so far. And here we have a tactical change for North Harbour, keeping the legs fresh out on court as Harbour bring the changes. Christchurch maintaining continuity with their line-up. Christchurch just taking it back to change the picture. Nice work there. Just to get the defenders moving, open it up at the back, and Christchurch square it up yet again. 3 minutes to go, Whānau. Just a touch over 3 minutes to go, and both these teams are not letting up. Each team coming back every single time, not wanting to give an inch. And there we have an unfortunate stepping call there made by Harbour. This could be the crucial game turnover ball, but we'll wait and see what Christchurch can do with it. And there we have it, first blood struck there, Whānau. 2.5 minutes to go. Christchurch up by 1 with the centre pass. Lovely swing there, just to open it up, keep the base open, and there we have again, Christchurch take it up. We're under 2 minutes now, Whānau. Christchurch with a 2-point lead, again, not saying anything, and the unfortunate stepping call there, and we've gone for the big pass. Christchurch are incredibly fortunate because they lost there and they could have lost position. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky there by North Harbour, and I think we've got a bit of trouble on the sideline as the goal defender seems to be in a little bit of pain. I think his challenge was so strong that he looks like he's injured himself. So we've just now about 1 minute with injury time on our hands. The finals got it all. This is not exactly the way that anyone wants to see this game going with an injury, and I hope it for our North Harbour Whānau that this young one injury isn't too bad. So as it stands, Whānau, in this semi-final of the Reserve 1 grade, we have a 2-point lead for Christchurch up against North Harbour. Christchurch have just coughed up a little bit of position there, and we have a touch over 1 minute to go. Still anyone's game. We can't count anyone out at this point, but Christchurch will be doing everything that they can at the moment to hold on to that lead. And there we go, Victor showing a little bit of experience there, getting that tip in the turnover. lovely reset, 1 minute to go. You don't want to freeze up, you want to keep the ball moving. 1 minute is still enough time for Harbour to pull that back, and Christchurch don't cherish this position. Just like that. And here we have it, whānau. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Christchurch possession, they are up by 1 point. What's going to happen here? Can North Harbour create a turnover here and get the ball down quickly to force us into an overtime? Christchurch doing a really good job here of just... And a stepping call inside the circle. Time called. Christchurch have coughed up possession. And there is time. There is time, whānau. This last quarter, I have to say, had everything in it. But we see a tie. We see a tie. Christchurch 2, North Harbour 2. Just a jam-packed last 10 minutes sees us go into extra time in this semi-final for the Reserve 2 grade. This last quarter certainly had a lot of ebbs and flows, but no team really wanting to give up. Both of these very proud provinces putting out a gutsy performance at a 31-all final whistle. It sees us go into a spectator-friendly overtime.
There has been some fantastic netball out there so far, but now we move into the 2 o'clock round of our New Zealand Men's National Championships. On court 4, Waitakere 20s versus Waitara Whānui. On court 5, Kirikiriroa versus Christchurch. And on court 6, Taranaki versus Christchurch. We still have on court 8, Wellington 3 versus Kapiti 1. A reminder as well, all the updates I have going up on the nzmmna.sports.co.nz website. It's going to be joke time. Why don't netball players ever get lost? Because they always follow the courts and never go offside. We're here all day to Erie. This is the 3rd day of what is the best tournament that we have going at the moment. Welcome again to the New Zealand Men's National Tournament 2020.
Here we are back at this very scintillating semi-final here, whānau. We've got the Reserve 1 game here, which is Christchurch 2 up against North Harbour 2. Just so that you know, at the end of full time, both teams were on 31 points, which sees us go into a overtime scenario. So what will happen is that both teams, we will have 2 terms of 3 minutes of play. And if at the end of those 2 minutes there is not one team that is able to be decided by the score, then we will go into double overtime, which will then see which team can get up by 2 points. We have North Harbour starting us off in this first stanza with possession. Small pass into there by Ryan Grimmer. I think it might have been a bit powerful there. He's looking a bit ginger getting back up. And he scores, yeah. So Harbour take first blood here, so Christchurch really need to make sure that they secure their position here. Great big pass into Justin. Just needed to send it back out again to get his feet settled. The swing ball and the rolling there sees Christchurch underneath the hoop to level things up. So tense times here, team, tense times. Challenge there, tip, but called for the contact towards the wing attack for Christchurch. And the uncontested entry into the circle for Harbour. Goal attack for Harbour, pleading to the umpire that the defence for Christchurch smacked his hand. Nice triangle work there by Christchurch, and they take a 1-goal lead with the centre pass in this first of the 3-minute overtime. Lovely big pass in there for Christchurch, and they take a 2-goal lead in the first of this 3-minute overtime periods. Great deflection there by Christchurch, just got up in the air, sees them gain possession, and there we have the first of the 3 minutes over. So Christchurch take a 2-goal lead into the second of the 3-minute overtime periods in this semi-final. Both camps will be wanting to get out there, strategise, make sure that their team is all in for these 3 minutes. All it is 180 seconds. That's all it is that these teams have to find out whose fate is going to be made this afternoon and who is going to find themselves in the grand final. The Christchurch bench looking very animated, willing their team along. And I'm sure that the coaching staff of the North Harbour team will be egging their team on just as much, maybe if not more. And to start us off in this overtime, we've got Christchurch in the first of this of this 3-minute overtime. And again, just to clarify, if there is a team that is up in score at the end of this overtime, they will go into the grand final tomorrow here at the New Zealand Men's Netball Nationals, and Christchurch draw first blood and pull themselves out to a 3-goal lead. Lovely big pass in the circle, and a little bit of ill discipline there from Christchurch sees Pili with the pass to Ryan. And Harbour maintain touch, so it's just a touch under 2.5 minutes left in the semi-final. There's a contact. Great contest though, I thought there. And going back. And a held ball. Harbour have the opportunity to close this gap. 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes to go. And contact there by the goal shooter. Sees possession unfortunately turned over there from North Harbour. Back in the favour of Christchurch. And play resumes. Nice and quickly there for Christchurch. And a lovely overpass there to the goal shooter, and Christchurch out to a 3-goal lead with North Harbour pass. Again, from what we've seen, Whānau, we do not in any way, shape or form count out North Harbour in this instance. We have seen them claw back from the clutches of defeat in the fourth quarter to keep themselves in the contest. And a beautiful long shot there by Ryan. And here we have 50 seconds to go. Christchurch there, just taking their time with the passes. And again, they shouldn't be trying to play it around. You've got 30 seconds on the clock there. North Harbour wanting to keep themselves alive here, though they need to go for things just like that. They'll need to throw themselves out at everything. Seconds to go with the pass, long pass in there, and all but, and there we have a final. Whānau, we have got winners. We have got Christchurch up against 3 points in overtime against North Harbour 2, and what has been a very cracking semi-final, Whānau, here on the Reserve 1 court. Christchurch will find themselves into the grand final tomorrow, and North Harbour unfortunately not able to finish off in this overtime. What a great game though, both teams fighting right to the absolute bitter end, and a game worthy of spectators to be here. So we hope you've enjoyed yourselves as much as I have, because goodness gracious me, this game's had everything. Stay tuned for more action here at Rodney Green Arena here in Napier at the 2025 New Zealand Men's Netball Nationals. My name is Wilson Rota and I am signing off.